here at Chris on WTOP, as well as producer for SiriusXM Fantasy. Love it when you're here. So knowledgeable and so damn good looking. Glad you're here. Okay, so you'll take
Just trying to compete with you, man.
Stop it.
You got the style, you got the tie, the lavender tie. Maybe that's a little darker purple, but...
Stop it. You're embarrassing me, Chris.
I want to show a little chest tonight, personally.
That's it.
Although this button here, I don't know. I never know about this button. Do you button it? Do you let it go?
I would let it go. Let your sexy go, Chris.
I was in the gym this past week. So
What time were you up until New York last night? Till midnight? You get in here at 3 o'clock in the morning. You're up doing these interviews now.
I have my black tea. That's all I need.
But you also have to, like, continue training as well. So I guess the question I have for you is, how are you able to maintain a training schedule? And when we spoke 2 years ago, you told me that you like doing things that are fun in the gym. That keeps you kind of going in there. It keeps you motivated to say, all right, I'm doing this workout today. I enjoy doing it. Is that sort of the same mindset you have now?
Absolutely. With our careers, the more you invest in yourself, I feel it shows on TV, the fans invest in you. And that's just what's kept me so motivated, is this, ongoing schedule where I like being in the gym.
We're live from Ocean City, Maryland, and we're going to start off today talking about two-star pitchers and a guy who's pitching in only just a few hours, Nick Pivetta of the Philadelphia Phillies. Last time he went out, got a quality start against the St. Louis Cardinals. However, bullpen in Philadelphia blew it for him, so was unable to get the win, but did rack up double-digit strikeouts, as I mentioned. So, Phil, Pivetta this week, he's got Arizona Diamondbacks in Arizona. That concerns me a little bit because we do know that Arizona kind of Coors Field light.
Those close matchups. Defensively, what are some of the teams you're looking at?
I stream defenses pretty much every week.
Yeah.
It's just I'm not going to spend a high draft pick. Go matchup. I like the Jacksonville Jaguars defense, believe it or not. They've got some young guys on that defense. They signed A.J. Bouye.
Fairly weak division.
Yep, fairly weak division. I think that they can get you. What you're looking for in a defense is an opportunistic defense. You can be a great defense and have them score no points against you, but if you're not getting interceptions, that's an issue.
We're coming in here, a lot of people out there on the newsroom floor were talking about, The Miz, real-world star from before. But correct me if I'm wrong, but you kind of went back to the basics after the real world. You were wrestling in Canada and all over the world trying to get to where you're at today.
Yeah, a lot of people kind of, I guess, take me for granted. They think that I went right from the real world right to WWE. They were like, oh, WWE just called them up and said, hey, we want to give you a contract because you were on the real world. And that was further from the case. If anything, it made it much harder to get on, because once you're on a reality show, you're supposed to be good for nothing. That's all you're supposed to be good at.
The Washington Capitals blanked the Tampa Bay Lightning Monday night here in the district. 3-0 the final score in Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Goaltender Braden Holtby earned his first shutout of the season, including both the regular season and the playoffs. Tampa Bay head coach John Cooper, very matter of fact when asked about his team's performance in Game 6.
Oh, we were no good. We didn't play with the near desperation they did. And what were hits, 39-19? Somebody was engaged and somebody wasn't.
On the flip side, Caps head coach Barry Trotz, obviously a lot happier in his post-game presser and very confident as the series shifts back to Tampa.
Going into Game 7, I don't think I would ever want another, and I've been doing this for a while. I don't think there's a team that I've ever had that I would want to go into Game 7 with.
Game 7 is Wednesday. The Washington Nationals blasted the San Diego Padres 10-2. 19-year-old Juan Soto's first major league hit, a 3-run homer in the second inning. Soto's the first teenager to homer in the big leagues since Bryce Harper did it back in 2012. And speaking of Harper, he homered. Mark Reynolds donged twice. Gio Gonzalez earned the victory. In the NBA playoffs, it was the Cleveland Cavaliers evening up the Eastern Conference Finals best of 7 against the Boston Celtics, winning by a final score of 111-102. I'm Chris Cichon, WTOP Sports.
Here live at the Booth Music Festival. We're here in the safe zone. As you can see, this is where the magic happens. This is where the beats come out. You've heard tracks with French Montana, Jay-Z. The Booth's fans are going nuts, and they're coming from every state. New York, Rhode Island, Hawaii.
Hey, babe, what's a PPR?
What's PPR? Let me show you.
Set, hike.
Now, the catch rule in the NFL can be debated. I think that was a catch. I came down with it and the ball hit the ground, but I wasn't in possession. 1 point is for a catch.